Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to NSL Live Talk. My name is Kurt Gabor, I'm with the NSL News, and we are honored here to have Belgium's national team in FAI, NMP, PCH, HayaBusa. Thank you for taking the time. It is very unusual that we meet before a competition, but we'll talk about later about this. Let's begin with introducing yourself, because many people still may not know you. Let's start on the right side with one of the veterans.
Yeah, I'm the oldest member of the team, one of the founding members, and I'm David Grauwels.
I'm the youngest of the team, and I'm Ray Lozens, and I'm the point of HayaBusa.
I'm Neil Wilms, I'm in the team since 2022, and I'm the inside center.
And my name is Dennis Praat, I'm the outside center of the team, and I joined the team in 2010.
And Dennis, you are the team captain at the moment, right?
Yes.
The 22 is an interesting number because the team has been together for a while, let's say, in existence, NMP, PCH, HayaBusa. And David is the oldest and longest standing team member. You can tell us when the team came together and how it was by then.
Yeah, we came together in the end of 2022. So I think the team is now in existence for about 22 years, a little bit over. And we were a civilian team, bunch of a group of friends, and we stayed a civilian up until the end of 2006. And then we were asked by the Belgian army to join the top sport division to actually do the thing that we love the most, but then in a more professional way, or actually in the most professional way.
So that was only for you, all the three of you. You joined the team when HayaBusa was already a military team. How was that transition, David, from being a civilian team? You had to go through boot camp, and how did this work for you?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the good thing is you become a soldier, so everything is more structured. There are things where you have to listen. In the majority, everything is already being dealt and handled for you. So in that sense, that's a big relief. There's also a big support of all our colleagues that are standing behind us. So that's nice. And then, yeah, I mean, the thing how we work is actually, yeah, we get a budget from the Belgian army, and we need to make sure that we get that settled for the rest of the year. So we are a little bit of master of our own calendar. We're a little bit of master of where we want to train, what we want to train, and that gives us a lot of freedom. But of course also high expectations. Nothing is for free, and at the end of the year we always get like a deliberation, like a commission where we have to go forward to, where we have to go to, and they will decide if we are worthy of training and competing another year, so next year. So every year for us, and that's coming up now in December again, we have to show results and how we worked for Belgian defense, and then we get the green light, an orange light, or a red light. So
yeah, you are worthy. I can tell them. We can tell them that you're worthy. So as a military team, of course, you have to go to the CISM, well, you will go to the CISM World Championship, which will be in Qatar this year. I think it's in November, December?
November.
November. And you've been many times. You, David and Dennis, you are actually trying to defend your championship title, and Neil, you have won it once, right? David has won it 15 consecutive times, right?
Yeah.
Dennis too?
Ish, yes.
Not so many, but yes, also consecutive.
A lot.
So you will meet a few strong teams there this year. Can I tell us a little bit? Ray, you have not yet won a CISM World Championship title. Well, we'll talk about this in a moment. You know, you have some teammates who may be able to give you a few hints there how it is to become a CISM World Champion. And you want to be a civilian and FAI world champion too, of course. But
All of them.
yeah.
We want to win it all. I mean, that's the nature and it runs through the DNA of HayaBusa, so yes.
Yeah. So Dennis, you have some strong competition here that you will also meet again in Qatar at the CISM World Championship. Tell us a little bit about that. What's to be expected?
Yeah, so we have the American team here, the Golden Knights. They are like us, a military team, and they will participate in Qatar as well. And they've been showing good performances. We've been rebuilding this team with a young new lineup and watching previous performances between us and Golden Knights. We're pretty close. So it's going to be exciting. It's going to be exciting here and in Qatar. So yeah, let's wait and see.
You've also, there's the team from Spain who will also be in Qatar, right? You know them, they're all your
Okay.
buddies, you know, you've met them everywhere all the time. So, you are world champions 4 times, 1 time on the camera, but you know, since 2014, you are world champions in the FAI events and military world champions. What would you tell Ray, what will you tell Ray and Neil as a one time, so you can all give some hints? What gives you the edge over the other teams? What do they need to know?
Well, first of all, there's no shortcut. There's no shortcut of becoming a world champion. So you have to do all the jumps that you can. There is a way of understanding the system of HayaBusa, and I think we're pretty close of knowing what we want the newest member always to learn. So we're very close to that. And once the system is in place, once the structure is in place, actually then a little bit later comes the speed, and that speed phase is actually has to come up. It's not, we haven't trained it yet, but it's still something that we're putting on our calendar very soon. And also the CISM will help with that, because once this championship here, the World Cup, is finished, then all our focus will go into the CISM. And knowing by history, those jumps go more faster than what we have right now. So we'll do 8 jumps, but that will be extremely fast, and that training will also help for our FAI championships.
Is there a difference? I mean, all the civilian events and military events, is there a difference? Is there one that you're favoring over the other, or are they all just you're jumping from a plane and you're doing the best that you can? Different rules. We have different rules between the military. Can you, Neil, you can explain to us the difference between the military and the civilian rules in four-way competition?
Yes, so in the CISM you only have 8 rounds, in the FAI we have 10 rounds, and it's always the same exit there. So it's always a star, and then you have 5 seconds to start performing the jump. In FAI, just from the moment out of the door, you have 35 seconds. And then also the jump, it's always 1 block, a star, and 3 randoms in CISM. So it means it's always a fast jump. You will never have a 3 blocker like you have in FAI, which is most of the time really slow jumps. So it's every hesitation of every mistake in a CISM jump will cost you a lot of points.
So it sounds like civilian, you have to do both now too, Ray, military, civilian. It sounds like the civilian rules are a little bit more challenging, would you say that?
Yeah, especially with the exit. If you do the M 1,000 times, I think shouldn't go wrong. But then FII, you have 38 different exits, so 38 different jumps you have to, sort of exits you have to do.
You never know what's coming, right?
Yeah.
In the military,
In
somehow
military, you know it's an M,
yeah.
and FAI, you don't know the exit before.
So by now, for everybody who is not familiar with it, by now the competition begins tomorrow morning, round 1. And by now, at this point in time, we have no idea what the sequence for the first round is going to be like. You get the draw before the competition at scissor meet as well, right? But you know it's a star
Yeah.
out the door. You know it's one block and you know the random. So here we have no clue. Yeah. The draw will be tonight and then we will find out about that. We had in Qatar, again the Scissor World Championship is hosted by Qatar in Doha. And there will be a Qatar home team, the Qatar Tigers, right? You know them, right? David, Dennis, how long, when did you meet them? You remember the beginnings of it?
First time I met them was in Switzerland in 2010.
Okay.
When they came into our tent, and Luc Verstrepen, one of my older teammates, was their coach, and they were introduced by them. It was the first time we saw Qatar at the championship.
Okay, so, and you are still friends with them? It's the same team, right?
Plus minus.
It's a Qatar Tigers, you know, they have other teams.
Yeah.
And they're not here. They're preparing only to beat you.
Exactly. And I think they have. That's what you need to do. Sometimes if you wanna go for gold, you need to do some sacrifices. And I think one of them is preparing just for the season.
Yeah, so that's it. They have no team here because there was an incident, unfortunately. They would have been here with their other team, right? You know them too, the other team. That is the Qatar Lions, right, at the moment.
Yeah.
But they are not here at the moment, and then you will meet the Tigers in Qatar. How would you explain to the public what you're doing there? Let's say you're on the stage now, and there's a general audience, and you have to somehow bring across to them what you're doing. How would you explain that?
I think the explanation of our sport or our discipline is for a lot of people, when they look at it, it seems like a dance in the sky together with 4 people. But basically what we get is we have a pool of formations that we build by holding each other's arms or legs, and that represents a formation or a point. And as we said before, right before the competition, we get the lottery is done, and we get our sequences, 10 different sequences. And the moment we exit the plane, we get 35 seconds to do that, repeat that sequence as many times as possible. So a jump for us might look like AC21F, for example. That represents a jump. Those formations don't never change, but the sequence changes. So that's the tricky part of our sport, is that we know the formations and everything, but we never know the sequence. That's why we need to, as Dave said, train a lot, see a lot of different combinations, and see a lot of different exits. And then it's, over 10 rounds, whoever made the most amount of formations in total wins the competition.
A dance in the sky. It probably originates, at least the military discipline probably originates somehow that the military is using parachutes, I would guess, right? So the step from jumping out of planes, parachute to land in a certain territory, and then dancing in the sky, that must come from here to there somehow. Any idea how that happened, that we began to dance in the sky when we just have to land the parachutes actually?
Well, I think our discipline is a very old discipline. It originated from, I don't even know when, but a very long time ago. And the military connection, I mean, World War II, they used skydiving, let's say, to drop soldiers in behind enemy lines. So and that evolves. So now you have the static liners, obviously, you have the free fallers, and we're also used a little bit. So they need to have certain skills to be able to jump with their weapon, their gear, and sometimes they use us as well to like get their skills up, their flying skills. And we as a team, we represent then the Belgian army in big world competitions.
And the special forces are still doing a lot of free fall too, right? So
exactly.
there are skydiving or free falling is involved.
Yeah.
All right, NMP, PCH, HayaBusa for Belgium and the Belgian military. going to the civilian world championship and to the military world championship. They're dancing in the sky, and we wish you good luck for all your upcoming competitions and here. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good.